one day, you know. Big up Lockwood, Washington, Cedar Drive, you know the lot.
Doctor and boy, you man what? Don't tell the world to win darkness, boy, you should win. Understand? I say when I go on the radio that tonight, that effect will not play. Too much curve.
I pray that I see you one day, that I see you one day. I pray that I'll see you one day, that I'll see you one day.
I pray that I see you one day, that I see you one day. Oh, every day I pray that I see you one day, that I see you one day. Yeah, yeah. We used to have good times, we used to have bad times. It hurt me so much when you left my side. Yeah, when I heard that you were gone, I couldn't stay strong, fell on to the ground. Feels like I don't wanna live no more.
I pray that I see you one day, that I see you one day. I pray that I see you one day, that I see you one day.
We used to have good times, we used to have bad times. It hurt me so much when you left my side. Yeah, when I heard that you were gone, I couldn't stay strong, fell onto the ground. Feels like I don't wanna live no more.
My friend, we used to party, you know. The youth would have told a star, you know. That hurt me from my heart, you know. When you died, you left a scar, you know. Kill my friend, we used to party, you know. The youth would have told a star, you know. That hurt me from my heart, you know. When you died, you left a scar. Why them go and kill the youth? Lay down in a coffin and tuck up in a suit. All of me soldiers, them me salute. Let me tell you something, when me talk the truth. When you get your shot, just shoot. Aim to the top, we not lose. Watch the friends you a choose. They put you on the media, they put you on the news. Them kill your best friend and you them want accuse. Me have to go to funeral and me not have no shoes. 6 feet apart, me have to watch it on the news.
Hi. The St. Lucia National Students' Council was one of the many advocates for schools to revert to online learning. On Tuesday, during the address to the nation, Education Minister Dr. Gail Rigobert announced that schools would revert to online classes. The Public Relations Officer of the National Students' Council, Jean-Luc Constantine, says the council is relieved that the well-being of educators and students are being made a priority.
The St. Lucia National Students' Council would like to applaud the Ministry of Education for taking students' lives and safety into concerns, while also alleviating some of our many concerns during a meeting that was held on the 1st of February 2021. The Council looks forward to many more productive meetings with the Ministry of Education. Likewise, we do look forward to some of our solutions and concerns being taken into account with the next reopening of school, which is hopefully to come on February 11th, if all things go as planned.
On Wednesday, the Ministry of Education received some 5,000 MiFi devices and e-learn books to distribute to students across the island. The National Students' Council says this initiative should be applauded and the ministry should continue until the mandate of every child owning an electronic device is fulfilled.
The Council looks forward to more initiatives like that being hosted by the ministry, and we will continue to work with the ministry to ensure that these initiatives do occur.
That was Jean-Luc Constantine of the National Students' Council. Now here is more on the handover of devices to the Ministry of Education.
The government of St. Lucia continues to steer the course to achieving a globally competitive education as 5,000 ebooks and MyFi devices were officially handed over to the Ministry of Education. The devices, which are equipped with learning tools and content aligned with upper and lower school curriculum, were procured and donated by the joint efforts of the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, NTRC, through the Universal Service Fund, USF, and the Office of the Prime Minister. At the handing over ceremony on Wednesday, 3rd February 2021, Prime Minister Honorable Alan Shastey said that these devices serve as a major thrust to bridging the digital divide and holistically improving the education system.
We've had a vision and a passion to make sure that we can equip our young persons to be competitive on a global basis. Smart St. Lucia is a major objective of this government. And what is it? It's laying down the infrastructure to facilitate us interacting on a competitive basis globally. We've understood, because of climate change, that we have to embed resilience in everything that we do. The new roads with proper drains and proper sidewalks. The new schools with backup generators and water storage tank facilities. The new healthcare centers that are also equipped with backup generators and refrigerators, so that in case you are cut off in a community, that we can store medicine. This is the foresight of building a smart country.
The ebooks will add value to the learning experiences of students as the devices are equipped with content for 16 CSEC subjects, exciting interactive learning tools and platforms which will ensure that students have equitable access to content. For teachers, it will allow them to engage in differentiated instruction and assessment for different groups of students, also bringing ease to grading and data collection. Which will allow them to conduct labs repeatedly without exhausting resources. Parents also benefit as less textbooks will have to be purchased in the long run. Minister for Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development, Honorable Dr. Gail Rigobert, echoed the sentiments of the Prime Minister and expressed that upon assuming office, the hashtag Educate St. Lucia initiative was conceptualized and had ICT integration in the education system as one of the main pillars of action.
Another component was what we dubbed digital competency. And by that, we mean ensuring that there is sufficient training for teachers and students to allow for them to better leverage the technology, not only the hardware, but also software and other learning platforms that can enhance the learning and teaching experience. It is that comprehensive integration of ICT in education or e-education that has informed and undergirded the policy thrust of the ministry.
The LearnBook devices were supplied by Fortuna Picks Inc. and the MyFi devices by Digital Limited, St. Lucia. The Ministry of Education is responsible for the distribution and will commence this week with Form 4s, with the Form 3s and Form 2s to receive shortly after. Partnerships with international agencies will result in the donation of tablets to primary school students in the coming weeks. Reporting for the Office of the Prime Minister, I am Danielle Dubois.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness, in collaboration with the World Bank Group, is working to strengthen St. Lucia's healthcare sector. More in this report from Fennell Neptune.
The initiative is referred to as the Performance-Based Finance Mechanism and is a major part of St. Lucia's Health System Strengthening Project. Performance-Based Finance Coordinator of the St. Lucia Health System Strengthening Project, Niam Jean-Baptiste, explains, this system provides incentives or benefits to both the providers and receivers of healthcare.
First of all, we want to reduce mortality from communicable diseases. In our case, we are focusing on diabetes and hypertension. So this would be the overall goal, to reduce mortality and also, if you want, consequences of diabetes and hypertension.
Jean-Baptiste notes the aim of the initiative is to improve healthcare in St. Lucia, to produce positive outcomes to patients, and to encourage people to utilize the health services.
So there are two sets of people receiving incentives. One would be let's look at the most important persons, the clients. So the clients would receive free, for now they would receive free laboratory testing. The persons who provide the service, what they will do, they will be receiving additional funds, which they could use under agreed conditions based on their performance. So if, for example, we set a target and then they have achieved the target or surpassed the target, we're going to reward them or provide them incentives so that they can use that service to enhance the services, maybe to train their staff or to do other things.
Performance-based finance programs are prevalent in many low and middle income countries, but the system will be new to St. Lucia. Reporting from the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness, I am Fennel Neptune.
Stay with us when we return, the latest weather report.